In a recession, there are two types of people. People who are making money and people who aren't making any money. The question is, what side do you want to be on? My name is Salim Mohammed and I entered this entrepreneurial world for the past 10 months. I must say, luckily for us, or people like myself, there are quite a number of individuals that had a lot of failed stories to which we can learn from and skip the failure phases and go directly to success. So one thing I've learned, I'm going to share with you all is how to apply these 5 criterions to measure an opportunity. Opportunities are all around us, but how do you know how to get yourself involved in these opportunities? Right? So the first of the 5 is the product. What is the business offering? I asked 2 questions about the product. The first question is this something people really need right now? Is there a need in the marketplace for the product? And the answer is yes, of course. Who doesn't want an additional form of income to assist their financial needs, right? The second question is, does the product fit the need? For years and years to come, they will always have the Forex market. Once each country has their own currency and we do trading between countries, it will always have the Forex market. So yes, it satisfies the needs. The second criterion is the company. Now this is a company that is debt free. It doesn't need new clients to keep afloat. The $5 trillion a day Forex market attracts millions of people with a shared dream of financial freedom. The CASHFX group is artfully combining the technical experience required for Forex success with a dedicated corporate team, state-of-the-art headquarters, and a passion for helping others with a strong desire to improve their lives. With over 120,000 plus members in 185 countries, they've conducted over 209,000 plus payouts. So the answer is yes, 100% solid, bulletproof company. So I guess we're rocking and rolling, right? The third criterion is how do you earn money? Because if you look at this from a business perspective, is it worth your time? Can you make money? And that's the key thing for people to know. Can you make quick, part-time, or full-time money? And the answer is yes. So you have a good product, you have a good company, you have a good compensation plan. What about the support tools and systems? What you have? So this CASHFX group have a ticketed support system that channels your direct needs and questions. You have the conversion pros partnering with the CASHFX group to advance your marketing and software skills. You have fast payments and layered security to keep your money safe and confidential. You have transparent reporting in your back office, giving you access to your trade results and easily check your CASHFX historical data. You also have live virtual events, giving company updates with plans for the future, compensation plan updates, etc. So the right supports tools and systems, check out for sure. And the last thing, but not the least, is the right timing. We are in a pandemic and the predefined methods of earning an income are quickly dwindling away. A lot of companies are working from home now and we've seen the highest unemployment rates in the history of our time. Earning an income is at the top of everyone's minds right now. The CASHFX group has created a way to earn a living from the comfort of your home. We want everyone to look and feel their best with no financial worries. It's a brand new opportunity and so many people are excited about it. So if you're the kind of person that wants to earn a weekly recurring income, work from home, be healthier, more vibrant, then stay on this call as we go through in details how this business plan works. Or reach out to the person that shared this video with you and get back to them. I look forward to seeing each one of you on this exciting and rewarding journey. Take care.
Good evening, good evening to you all, and welcome to our CASHFX group presentation for today. My name is Sheldon Shirley, and I'm going to be your host this evening, telling you about this wonderful opportunity. I appreciate your time, all right, and I'm guaranteeing you that this will not be a waste of your time. Your time is very valuable. So I'm just going to share this wonderful opportunity with you so that you can have an opportunity to put yourselves in a better financial position. Note that the things that we are sharing here, we're not giving financial advice. And of course, anything that involves the Forex space has its own risk. So we are just giving you the information so that you can make an informed decision. I can tell you, I've been a part of this for the last 7 months, and it has been working wonders for me and my partners. Of course, I've been in it long before I have, and it's been working wonders for them. So we are just sharing what's working for us so that you can know that there's something that you can do to put yourself in a better financial position. All right, so let's go on our journey through this CASHFX group presentation on this evening. I want you to keep in mind a few things as we go along. First of which I want you to remember is that in this opportunity, there are no referrals needed. All right, absolutely none. That is strictly optional. And then there is no monthly fees, no monthly subscriptions, one-time purchase, and you're good to go. There are no mandatory meetings. These meetings are just to help you to learn about this opportunity and to share it with others. And last but not least, of course, let the pros trade for you. Yes, my friends, we are involved in the Forex space, but you do no trading for yourself. Allow the pros to take care of that for you. All right. So you're about to see that success in the Forex market is literally just a few clicks away. All right. Let me also introduce you to two trending industries that we are involved in. We're talking about e-learning. That is the opportunity. Once you have internet connection, you can learn online. And also e-earning. Again, once you have internet connection, you can earn online. All right. Now we are involved in this $5.3 trillion per day market, most liquid, recession proof. I'm telling you, you want this opportunity because it's going to give you the ability to get your share of this $5.3 trillion a day. All right. You want to be a part of a recession proof market. Times are difficult. You know, with the Forex market, if things go up, you make a profit. Things go down, you still make a profit. All right. And that is why it is important to have the professionals trade for you. So this is definitely an opportunity that you don't want to let pass you by. Okay. Think about it. And of course, one of the things I love about this company is their core value. We're talking about that transparency, honesty, and respect for all members. These guys go the extra mile to ensure that its members are kept up to speed, know what's going on with the company, what's the plans, what solutions are being given for whatever problems that are there. And we like that because it creates trust and it helps us to understand that our funds are secure with this company because the company needs its members to thrive. All right. So it's a good partnership. So we love that. And of course, you know, their purpose is to make us successful in this Forex space, whether that be by their proprietary trading or helping us to learn to do this for ourselves. All right. So who would have put this amazing company together? All right. Our founders, Oscar Lopez and Edwin Abad, they're the ones who would have went out and hired the necessary professionals to get this thing up and running the way it should. All right. So Oscar Lopez, of course, is a successful entrepreneur, is a successful person in the crypto space and all of those good things. And of course, Edwin Abad, he's the one who loves the trading. All right. He has 25 years worth of experience. And these two guys came together in tune of $7 million out of their own pockets and formed this company. All right. It has been going wonderful for the past 2 years. This is now year number 3 we're stepping into. And, you know, over 300,000 members large. Come on. This company is not a fad. All right. It's not a fly by day kind of thing. All right. They're registered over there in Panama City. Of course, there's a headquarters and everything. So there's a physical location where you can just go and get your tour, rub shoulders with all those who are in charge and all that good stuff. So I'm letting you know, man, this thing is legit. All right, so we definitely want you to understand what you're getting into. As a matter of fact, here's a picture of some of our partners over there in Trinidad who took that trip a few weeks ago to go to the headquarters. And of course, they took this wonderful picture for us to see that, hey, we here. All right, so definitely. So how can you become a part of this wonderful opportunity? Well, my friends, there are 15 contracts. All right, 15 types of contracts that you can purchase, any one of them. All right, we are broken them up in 3 categories. First of which is what we call the elemental plans. This goes from 300 all the way to 3,000 US dollars. All right, and remember we talked about that e-learning. This is where it's at. You have an opportunity to learn Forex for yourself if you so desire. And that's awesome, right? So you get the basics in the elemental series. And of course, from there, we go on to the advanced plans. And this goes from 5,000 all the way to 20,000. As the name suggests, you are getting more advanced education in the Forex space, again, if you so desire. From there, we move on to the supreme plans. All right, these go from 30,000 all the way to 100,000, which is our highest contract. All right, so that's what we call the gold standard. That's where everybody wants to go. That's where we want to get at. All right, so definitely any one of these 15 contracts you can afford to purchase, then you are well on your way to start earning with the CASHFX group. All right, so how do you earn? Or in other words, what's in it for you? That's a very good question. Let me tell you how you can earn. All right, now one of the first ways that you earn is what we call bear capital. Bear capital is passive participation through the purchase of any one of those packs that I just showed you. You purchase your pack within 3 business days, the traders start trading for you, and you get your returns on a weekly basis. That's it. That's it. Hands-free. And you also have the benefit of capitalizing on the force matrix bonus. So you are getting passive income and you have the opportunity to get a bonus. That's a win-win situation. All right. The other aspect is what we call whole capital. All right. Now, this is where you tap into what we call the network marketing aspect of the business, or sharing the opportunity with others by telling them how good it's working for you. And if you do that successfully, you are a bull participant and you have opened up yourself to receive the bonuses that are available to those who will share. All right. So we're talking about a fast start bonus, unilevel bonus, matching matrix bonus, and leadership rank bonus, a plethora of bonuses for you to earn from. All right. So if that's your thing, then go ahead and do that. And while you do that, you will be able to also rank up in levels. All right. So the higher going levels, of course, the more perks will be available to you. All right. So that's good stuff. So you decide whether you want to be passive or you want to be an active participant in the network marketing side of this wonderful opportunity. All right, the choice is definitely yours. So let me break down the contracts for you. We're going to use a $1,000 contract as an example. And let's start with the passive side of things. So you are a passive participant. All right, you purchase your $1,000 contract. What happens? 70% of that goes into what is called your trading account. So that's $700. Now, this is put into a regulated broker. So for that reason, I want you to rest assured that your money is insured. And if anything should happen, that 70% comes back to you. And though it is 70% that is being traded for you, my friends, I want you to also understand that the company's promise to you is to take your contract purchase to 200%. All right, so you purchase a contract, your balance is zero, and then that purchase generates for you $2,000 in your account. All right, hence 200%. Good stuff, right? I know. All right, so the remaining 30% goes to the bull capital. This is where you get your academy product. Remember, we talk about the elemental, the advanced, and the supreme. Well, this is what this is all about, the education, learning Forex market. So whether you want to utilize it or not, it is a part of your package because that is the product the company offers. All right, and this also has the opportunity to go to 2x or 200%. All right, so this is also where the bonuses come from. All right, so the person who would have brought you in gets a fast start bonus. So that's $150. All right, the remaining 50% goes into unilevel bonus. So that other $150 is split up among all those persons in that particular network. This is not a one-time bonus, because as long as the person stays with the company and keeps upgrading, then you get this bonus on the difference. All right, so keep that in mind. Now, if we go back to the passive side, so let's say you're not interested in sharing the opportunity. All right, fine. You're on the passive side and you allow your contract to go to 2x or 200%. What are your options there? Well, your only option is to withdraw. There are two ways you can do this. Number one, go ahead and withdraw. There's a 20% fee that is taken out and you're left with $1,600. What happens here is you can just walk away with that. You have your $1,000 back, 600 profit, and you're good to go. You can walk away with that. Option number two, same thing. You withdraw your money, you pocket that 600, because remember the 20% comes out, and you repurchase your contract with that $1,000. All right, get the ball rolling again. That's your choice. But there is a third option, and my personal favorite, where you get the benefit from compounding interest. You can upgrade your contract as soon as you have enough in your balance, and then you are going to see just how lucrative this can be for you, especially as a passive participant. So let me share with you a roadmap to 100,000. Of course, this is a 5% per week estimate chart. And why 5%? Because last year, especially, that's when we saw a 5% on average return. So we're using that as a benchmark. Since the year has started, we have been seeing a 4% on average return. So I'm saying that to say this: past results are not a guarantee of future results. So with that being said, if the percentages are lower, then the time periods are going to be longer. If the percentages get higher, then the time periods are shorter. All right. Again, this 5% is just a benchmark for us. Okay. So here's what's happening here. What we're trying to help you to understand is that you could start with the 300 contract, right? Give me a minute. Sorry. Right. So as I was saying, sorry about that. You can start with the 300 contract and work your way all the way up to the $100,000 contract. All right. And this happens within a time span of, say, 5 to 7 years, depending on how you decide to treat your contract. So what we were talking about earlier in upgrading when the time comes, if you start with a 300 contract within 24 weeks at 5% per week, you'll be getting $10.50 a week. So that gives you $250 in your balance, and you are now ready to upgrade to the 500 contract. All right. So when you get there, you're no longer making $10.50, but you're now making $17.50 per week. All right. So that's what we're talking about, the power of compounding. Same thing happens. 36 weeks elapses at $17.50 per week. You now have $625 in your balance, and you are ready to upgrade to the 500. So that 125 comes out, leave it with 500. You put that on your 500, and you have now upgraded to the 1,000. Now you're making $35 a week, and this goes on and on and on. All right. So I want you to keep that in mind, that if you go ahead and upgrade as soon as your balance will allow you, then you start making more. And of course, the more returns you get, the shorter the time period for you to go up the road. All right. But let me stop to say this here. If you start at a 300, by the time you get to the 500, you would have to allow that to go 2x and then renew it. And then you have no other obstacles on your way. So for the person who would have invited on this call, ask them to give to you your options so that you can know what steps to take as you go along the way. All right. So it's good to know that you can have that minimum startup, and you can definitely capitalize by maximizing everything. So minimum input, maximum output. All right. So keep that in mind. So let's talk about that 20% we mentioned earlier. That goes into what we call our 3x10 force matrix. Once you come into the company, you fall into this matrix. You either fall beside someone or beneath someone. How this works is that 20% does not go to the company, but in fact, that 20% is from members for members. What that means is that once you join and you fall into the matrix, others are coming into the matrix as well. So they will eventually fall beneath you. When that person beneath you makes a withdrawal, that 20% is filtered up to all the persons above them. All right, so that's how that works. Why is that important? Well, that provides sustainability and that gives longevity. So that's how the system is designed. And those are two words that you want to hear, especially in these kind of ventures. So whether or not you share the opportunity, you stand to benefit from this bonus. But there's another bonus that is called the unilevel bonus. So unlike the force matrix bonus, this bonus is only for those who are willing to share the opportunity. Might I remind you, this is strictly optional. You can stick to the passive side. This is for those who are has a certain affinity for network marketing. All right. Now, how this works is that once you join the company, you have access to 4 levels deep at 10% in terms of unilevel bonus. How that works is if I invite you into the opportunity and you join, well, you fall on my level 1. I get a fast start bonus and I also get a unilevel bonus. All right. When you see how wonderful this opportunity is and you share it with your family and one of them come on, well, they fall on my level 2. I get 10% unilevel bonus again. When your family member shares it with their friend and they join, they fall on my level 3, I still get a 10% unilevel bonus. All right. And when that friend shares it with their friend, they fall on my level 4, I still get a 10% unilevel bonus. Now, when that person on my level 4 shares it with their friend and they fall on my level 5, well, I don't get any more bonuses from that. If I want to unlock levels 5 and 6, my team and I would have to do a certain amount of business within a 30-day period for me to get ramped up to executive, where I now unlock levels 5 and 6, where I'm now earning 20% on unilevel bonuses. All right. So the system is definitely designed for you to work together. You can't just bring people in, leave them on their own, and expect much progress. All right. This is designed for teams to work together, because if you want to unlock now levels 7 and 8, that means you'd have to rank up to manager. What would have to happen there is you and your team would have to do a certain amount of business, again, within a 30-day period. And then now 2 persons in your team on different legs would have to become executives in order for you to get to manager. All right. And that process continues as you go through the various ranks. All right. So once that happens and you get to manager, then you unlock level 7 and 8. Same thing happens. You want to unlock level 9 to get to director. You have to do the same thing I just explained. And from levels 10 through to infinity, to get to president, ambassador, and global ambassador, the same thing. At these levels, you're now earning or leveraging everyone within your organization. Again, if your team is successful, then you are successful. You are successful, your team will be successful. All right. Again, this is designed for everyone to work together. And of course, as you share with others, the company seeks to compensate you for that, and they give you some prizes. Let me share those prizes with you. If you make the rank of executive, you will receive an iPad, or you can claim the prize of $670 worth in Bitcoin. If you get to manager, there is a Rolex watch, or you can claim the cash prize of $7,500 worth in Bitcoin. If you get to director, there's an all expenses big trip paid for 2, or $11,250 worth in Bitcoin to be claimed. If you also get to the President's Club, there's a Porsche or $75,000 worth in Bitcoin for you to claim. And if you get to the ambassador level, then there's a Ferrari or $150,000 worth in Bitcoin. And of course, global ambassador, you get a Lamborghini or $375,000 worth in Bitcoin. The choice is yours. Now, all those prizes are good and dandy, but the thing that stood out for me the most, and I hope it would stand out for you as well, are the numbers. My friends, the numbers never lie. All right. Now, let me share with you these numbers. Just last week, we would have finished the week at a 4.41% in terms of returns. And in the month of January, we finished with a 15.88% in returns. Now, these numbers might look small, right? But let me say, if you put $300 in the bank, and at the end of the week, I guarantee you that you will not get $9 in profits. I'm not asking you that. I'm telling you that as a fact. All right. Let alone if you put that same $300 in the bank, a month later, you are not going to see $33.34. I guarantee you, you also will not go back and see $300. All right, because there are going to be deductions and this kind of fees and all kind of fees, let alone if you leave it there for a whole year. Well, when you go back, your account might be in the negative. All right, so I'm telling you, 4% per week is an amazing result. 15% per month. At its best, whatever stock or bond or whatever you buy, at best, you might get 15% for the year. All right, these numbers are showing you for the week and for the month. All right, and if that doesn't get you, well, let me share the performance for the last 2 years. In 2020, when things were just going crazy, look at the returns, 329.54%. Come on. The economy was shutting down. People were losing their jobs. The pandemic was just wreaking havoc. And CASHFX still brought a 329.54% return. Just last year, 2021, there was a 254.74% return. Come on. Tell me that you don't see the consistency here. The only question you should be asking me right now is, how do I get started? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. So let me help you out here. Bitcoin. That is how you get started. Bitcoin. If you don't know anything about Bitcoin, well, let me help you to see why the company would have chose Bitcoin as the method of payment. All right. So Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out. Bitcoin is a computer-generated asset, all right? It is a digital asset. It is designed for a peer-to-peer exchange. That means that you and I can exchange a source of value or a medium of exchange between each other without the intervention of the central banks. All right, that is a big deal. That is a very big deal, all right? As a matter of fact, we are currently suffering from inflation, and it is just ridiculously crazy. But with Bitcoin, there's a fixed amount. Why is that important? Because of that fixed amount, Bitcoin doesn't suffer inflation. There's only 21 million Bitcoin that can be produced and no more. So no matter how much it rises in value, you cannot produce anymore. Government currency, on the other hand, they have unlimited printing. So the money that you have stored up, it loses its purchasing power every year. You are losing value, all right? Because they keep flooding the market with new bills, and old bills are still there. So your money loses value every time new money is printed. So that is why it is important to get on board with Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin, of course, is a public database. You can go on the blockchain and you can see all the transactions that are taking place, full of transparency. Government money, no, that's not the case. Bitcoin is decentralized, meaning no one person owns it. All right, you get some Bitcoin, that's yours. I have some Bitcoin, that's mine. All right, so it's strictly decentralized. There are low fees to make transfers when we're dealing with Bitcoin. At the end of the day, what really matters is Bitcoin gives you power over your money, gives you control over your wallet, gives you more flexibility to do what you want with your money. All right, so that's why the company would have chose to use Bitcoin as its method of payment, because they see the value in it, just as the millions of people across the world who uses Bitcoin, and they are the ones who give Bitcoin its value. All right. So earlier we said that you don't need to refer anyone, but you have to be referred by someone. All right. So understand that there are no apps to download, or you can't just go on Google and sign up. Someone has to refer you who is already in the company. All right. So keep that in mind, of course. So once you get that link, you can go ahead and you can make your payment and you are good to go. You are now a part of the CASHFX group. How do you get your money back? Well, my friends, once you would have acquired Bitcoin, then you would have acquired what is called a Bitcoin wallet address. All you have to do is to enter that information into CASHFX. And once you request a withdrawal, then you are paid in Bitcoin, where you can have that converted into your regular currency, whether it be TT, USD, JMD, whatever you prefer, you can have that done. Or we can also put you onto a global MasterCard where you can load up your cash or your Bitcoin on that card, and you can just go to the ATM and withdraw. You can still do online shopping. You can pay POS or, do whatever you want. It's your call. So that's how it works, my friends. So at the end of the day, the question is, Why do we share this opportunity so much? Well, we want you to do what matters. We want you to definitely utilize your hard-earned money so that he can work hard for you. All right, so that is why we share this opportunity. So I hope with this information, you can now make an informed decision. Again, I'm no financial advisor. I'm just telling you what's been working for me. And now that you have the information, it can also work for you. So get back to the person who would have invited you on this call and let them assist you in getting started. And you can be a part of the CASHFX group. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you on board. My name is Sheldon Shirley, and I'm saying peace out. Have yourself a blessed evening.